town started this program, their health and wellness program, and in order for us to get the last 10% of our insurance paid for, we had to, you had to participate in all these little programs they had. And the thing that they came up with first was when Eric and Alyse, and this is where I met them, they started this program called Super Body 90, and I was just like, hey, anything, give me something, because I was just coming back from having back surgery, and I knew I had to show the town that I was serious about coming back to work, and that I was serious about, staying in shape and staying for, the next 10 years so I could finish out my, my 30. Well, we started working out, and I'm telling you now, it's an HIT program, high intensity training, along the lines like the P90Xs and Insanity, and I think they really should have, if Insanity hadn't been taken, it would have been a perfect name for the program. So I'm telling you, woo! Well, we started hitting it hard, and starting something out. I guess I kind of got a little passionate about it and over and indulging in it, and I'm going to the gym 4 to 6 days a week, and some of them were twofers. And I noticed some people in the class after a month, they were really starting to show some significant, difference in their transformation was coming along, and I'm like, okay, they're here half the time that I'm at the gym. I really, not to sound, like, I'm better or greater or faster or stronger, but I'm working harder than these people are working, and they were really starting to show some difference. And I just happened to, be talking to Eric, Lisa's husband, and I said, what's the deal with them? I said, man, why am I not getting the results? He said, oh, well, they're using Visalis, and he just walks off. And I'm like, Visalis, I ain't ever heard of that. What is this mess? And Robin, she was a little bit more.
She listened.
Yeah, she listened. So she starts asking questions, and so her and Eric start talking, and pretty much what I gathered from it was, okay, this is just, another protein shake and a multivitamin. That's all I got to do. So I'm gonna just, I'm gonna go to GNC, which I did, and I bought me a great big 5-pound tub of Dimetize, and I went to Walmart and I got me an even bigger size tub of the multivitamins. Well, then I started hitting, still doing the program 4 to 6 days a week. I'm taking 3 to 4 of these shakes a day, protein shakes, which was right at 60 grams of protein. And I'm taking 2 multivitamins in the morning and 2 multivitamins at night. And in 6 months, I'll be honest, I had some results. But the people that were using the Visalis, like my wife, which I really hate to admit this, especially since I should be recording this, my wife knocked it out of the park. Yeah. My wife, she
We're going viral, baby. Robin was right. We're going viral. All right, go ahead.
My wife, she loses 25 pounds. Me, I was fighting back and forth with the same, I think I dropped 10 pounds, and then, then I went back up, and I was hovering around 5 pounds within the 6 months. I mean, I built a little bit of muscle in my arms, a little bit in my legs, and I felt better, felt a little stronger, but people that were taking the Visalis had just gained so much more than what I had. So, well, then I got really cocky, and I learned the difference between, being, stubborn and invincible, and it turns out that I'm just really stubborn. I ran 6 miles through town with the torch run, and, well, lo and behold, I blew my disc in my back out again. Yeah, it was another surgery, another couple of months laying around the house, and tell you, depression, man, I hand to mouth, everything I could get, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my career's over, man, man, nothing. Well, then it got to where I could start getting up, start going back to the gym, and Robin, she's like, why don't you start using the Visalis? She says, I'm like, well, why not? I got to do something. I started using the Visalis, and today marks 8 weeks, and in 8 weeks, I have lost 4 pounds off my midsection. I've gone from a 41 to a 37 on my jelly belly here. Yeah, and then I have, I'm sorry?
4 inches?
Yeah, I'm at 4 inches now. I built up.
You say you're 40. What are you?
I was at 41, and I'm down to 37 inches around my midsection.
How long? 8 weeks?
8 weeks. I went from a size 36 in jeans, and I just went yesterday, and I got 4 new uniforms, and I've gone down to a 32 in my uniform pants. Yes. That's right. 32. Yes.
Close up of the old midsection. Let's go side. All right, go ahead.
Don't quite have the abs yet, but I do have the pose.
That's right. Let's see it real quick. We're practicing.
Zoolander pose.
Zoolander face and all. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just got to grow into it. I've got the pose. I'm just growing into it. I'm slowly but surely getting there. But
crazy.
The other reason I got into it was what I seen it do for my wife. My wife. Well, I'll let her tell the story.
No, you tell it better. You go ahead.
Well, my wife had been on high blood pressure medication.
While you were in speech therapy.
Yeah, she'd been diagnosed with high blood pressure 4 years ago, and they had her on medication. And like I said, in February, she started using the Visalis. And that was 4 months. In 4 months, she goes back to the doctor, 'cause she's like, I just don't feel right. She goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, man, we got to take you off this medication because your blood pressure is way too low now. So in 4 months of using the Visalis, after 4 years, 4 months on Visalis, and she's able to get off high blood pressure medication.
Is her high blood pressure genetic or what?
Yeah, my mom has it.
Can't get her mom on it. Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because Don's on it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
wondering if it would help with genetics. This is strictly genetic.
Yeah.
So it's mine.
Absolutely.
And you're
Yeah.
just got taken
And
off of it.
I guess the final nail in the coffin, what really sold me on the Visalis and what, I guess made my mind up that I had to be a part of this and I was going to be a distributor, was that in 2004, my wife and I were involved in a head-on collision down in Smithfield where a lady, she swerved out of the way and hit us head-on. Ever since then, my wife had suffered from chronic neck pain. And when I say that my wife has taken everything from ibuprofen to heroin, to get her to where she can function, I mean, it's crazy. For the last 2 years, she's been a patient up at the Briar Creek Pain and Spine Clinic up there, and they were doing a procedure on her where they were doing injections into her spinal column at the C1. And for those of you that don't know about the C1, okay, there's a bone, and then there's your brain. And they're doing injections into that to curb the pain where she can function. She started, in conjunction with the Visalis, doing the ViPack. It's a vitamin pack that comes with it. We got one over here. And in 3 days, she's like, call me crazy, he said, but my neck don't hurt today. And ever since then, I haven't, heard my wife say anything about, my neck's hurt. I got a headache today, we still have, headaches from the stress and stuff like that, but, something that can do that for my wife, help her to lose, she's at, 27 pounds now. She's pain-free in the neck. Yeah. That's what cinched it for me. That's phenomenal. So yeah, I believe in Visalis and I believe in what it does. There's something to it.